Wes Kitts, Team USA weightlifter and 2020 Olympian, and we're going to continue our series on the jerk today. We're going to hone in on the dip and drive portion of the jerk, okay? This should be pretty simple and instinctual. You know, it's very much just a dip and drive. You know, we're kind of channeling our box jump here, our vertical jump in a lot of ways, okay? When I'm coaching the jerks with my athletes, what we're honing in on is our balance and our bracing, okay? We've talked a lot about our bracing in the front squat video, and effectively anytime we're in the front rack, we're gonna use that same bracing, okay? Shoulders back, big chest, ribs down, okay? Once we have this set up, now we're trying to find balance in our feet. So it's important to realize that we can exist anywhere on our foot and that foot pressure is key. What we're trying to do is bury the weight of the barbell in our bodies back in the ankles. That way when we dip and drive, that weight is over the ankles, right? That's where we can stabilize it, that's where we're strong, that's where we want it over our heads, straight down through the ankles, okay? So when we're here in our front rack, we want to feel that weight right through our ankles, okay? Our cores are braced. The next big piece would be our hips, okay? How are our hips tied in to our torsos, okay? So our hips, and this is a Tarakti classic, okay? He's a London Olympian, I think that was 2012. But he referred to the hips as a bucket of water, okay? If we tilt down in the front, we're spilling our water out the front, okay? This one's a little less common, but if you're tilting out the back, you're dumping your water out the back, right? But what we need to do is secure our bucket where it's flat with the ground, okay? So as we're standing, braced 360 degrees, lock in our core, hold our bucket vertically as we dip straight down into the ankles, okay? We can't let our bucket tilt. Okay, we can't go into our back and let our cores go. Okay, we can't get crushed by the weight. We have to lock our bucket down and keep that thing square to the ground, okay? As we dip straight down into our ankles and straight up. If our balance point's in the right position, all we have to move is up and down. It's the simplest movement in the gym, this dip and drive, okay? But you do need to feel the balance on your foot. You need to brace correctly for this to be safe and for you to do the most weight that you can do on the jerk, okay? So that is what the dip and drive looks like. I can show you with the bar a couple times just so you get the feel of it. But what I'm looking for, balance through the ankles, bracing. I've got my bucket flat, then I'm gonna dip straight down, straight up. Okay, my athletes tend to extend here and they push their butts back like this, and that really lengthens the jerk. It makes it less reactive, okay? I'm sure it happens to you guys too. Let's really focus on our ribs down bracing and then find our balance. That way we've got a short, tight, reactive dip and drive, okay? The next bit of the dip and drive would be the tempo, and this is just a little piece of information, okay? We say we want a measured dip. That means it's not fast and abrupt. You need to go down with the weight, but it's not so slow that we're not reactive, okay? You need a tempo that allows you to control the bar. It moves with you, you're connected to the weight, and you feel it the whole way, okay? That's the best way I can describe it. You have to get on your bar, and you have to feel what a measured dip is to you. And as the weight gets heavier, especially on these, the bigger CrossFit style plates, okay, that weight will bend your bar. The more your bar's bending, it sort of changes your tempo a little bit. It certainly changes the feel of it, okay? So again, the best thing we can say is to be measured in the dip. We're not going too fast that we get creamed in the bottom when we stop. We're not so slow that we miss our stretch shortening cycle and we don't get that big reactive spring out of the bottom. One more tip, as you're standing, trying to find that balance with the barbell, your ribs are down. I will tell you that sometimes it helps to just break at the hip just a little bit, push the hips back into the ankles, and that'll help you find your balance, okay? We don't want to support the weight here like this. You can already tell I'm getting spread out, and that dip's gonna be rough, okay? I need to keep this down. I'm just gonna push my hips back into my ankles just a little bit to help me secure that balance find that balance over the ankle. So just a slight break in the hips, push back, that really helps me and my athletes find that stacked position in the dip and drive. Okay guys, now like I said, the bracing is vital. We have to get the bracing right, where we're getting a 360-degree brace. We're going all the way around our core, not just through our back. If you're having trouble with that, I'm going to show you on the wall what we can do to train it and to kind of drill it, okay? So what we'll do is back against the wall. You can see my feet are off it just a little bit. And what I'm going to try to do is get my whole back pushed into the wall, okay? You're going to feel like you've got too much butt and upper back meat to do it, but all we need to do is pull our ribs down just a little bit, adjust our feet, and feel that our whole back is on the wall, okay? And once we have this position, we can practice our external rotation, our overhead. You can hold it through your dip and drive, but really using the wall to feel that you're getting the whole back to the wall is gonna help you learn how to engage your whole core all the way around. And I found this transfers really well to your overhead and in your front rack bracing for the jerk. So that's our dip and drive technique for the jerk. Hope that's helpful. I just want to thank Nexo for helping me put these on for you guys, and I'll see you guys next time.